legal position that child sex change surgeries without parental consent can occur once this is amended into the Constitution?
I believe that this amendment, the drafters of the amendment specifically chose vague, ambiguous, broad terms to have an umbrella for a parade of horribles, including the one you've mentioned. And I think that's why it's a legal monstrosity. And my hope and prayer is that the people of Missouri will say no.
There's some Amendment 3 supporters have said that after this passes, if you're elected and you have to defend Missouri's abortion laws, you're going to say the exact opposite by saying Amendment 3 actually doesn't do anything and you can retain all of these abortion restrictions. Like, what do you make of that criticism? Because that's basically what's happened in Ohio over the past year.
Well, look, I mean, at the end of the day, we're speculating about what the voters are going to do, and then we're speculating about what lawsuits are filed. You got to look at each lawsuit in the context of the four corners of the claims presented and the case law precedent that should guide the court in adjudicating those claims. So it's impossible for me to sit here and speculate about what different plaintiffs and defendants are going to argue in court based on what voters may or may not do over the next 24 hours.
But not to be argumentative here, I guess a little bit. By that argument, then how could anybody claim with certainty that it's going to legalize gender transition surgery for kids? It seems like you could make that same argument that you're just speculating that would be possible.
Yeah.
Like the opponents of Amendment 3 are saying it absolutely will happen. Like,
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
No, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And again, my position is this. The drafters of this legal monstrosity chose vague, ambiguous, broad terms for a reason. And you got to remember, too, when the Supreme Court of the state of Missouri, or an appellate court, is interpreting a statute enacted by the General Assembly, there's a narrow range of interpretation where they give the words their plain and ordinary meaning. But when the Supreme Court is interpreting a constitutional amendment adopted by the people, they give broader meaning to those terms. And that's why this language is dangerous and it's a legal monstrosity.